Hi, Harry.
Front, closing. Front, away.
So for everyone who's been transported, just double check them and search them when you get them.
796 catching up with
You
the
have
speeding vehicle.
Hold on. So we have 2 more ambulances en route to Pillbox with 1 officer injured and 2 more suspects. So
Pull over!
Now?
Pull it over!
You reckon you can take me in the punt now?
789 still here, but
No, but I'm asking you to pull over.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna make my way.
Be nice.
Also,
Please.
Well, if I pull over nicely, will you be nice as well?
When am I not nice?
How many people do we have at the station?
We have 1 at the station.
Do we have any at the hospital?
222 is en route to the hospital to grab her.
Do we have any offenders at the hospital at the moment?
Give me a moment, I need to do my checks.
Right, so we have 1 at MRPD. Do we have anyone at the hospital?
Yeah, 789's got 1 at the hospital.
Not officers, suspects.
Suspect.
Yes, 2.
So
I know for a fact 2, but I don't know about the other 2, is what I'm trying to say.
so you said we lost a suspect. I'm trying to find out where everyone is. We have 1 suspect at MRPD, 2 en route to the hospital.
1 went to MRPD, that's the one that was missing. That's right.
Okay, alright.
Okay. Hello, my name is Atalin Novak. My call sign is 796. Can I see your ID, please?
Yes. You see that?
No, I couldn't. Let me come over. That would be handy, actually. No, I need to be closer.
Who's the AO for the guy with the white top that says man on it?
You have literally, I've just literally told you.
There we go. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Perfect.
Okay, so 2 things. 84 miles an hour. Speed limit is 60.
Okay.
Going through a red light. The worst one of them all.
The worst one of them all?
The worst one of them all.
It'd be worse if it wasn't a stop and go state.
2 plus 276 MRPD 195.
But you didn't even stop. You went right past me.
Well, Now, when you see a panto cop car, just make sure to do ring around it.
Well, I'm going to give you a ticket for speeding, but I'll let you off with the stop and go, okay?
I appreciate it.
See, I told you I'm nice.
To be fair, if I'd have drove, you wouldn't have had a chance in the panto, would you?
Probably not, but that's why we're being nice.
Oh yeah.
It is a very nice car.
Thank you.
So on the second aspect of the shooting, who cuffed the people on scene?
Okay, it's third degree speeding, $200 fine. It's all sorted. You're good to go if you once the lights are off, okay?
I appreciate it. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Anyone on that 13B?
It was that pillbox, so I presumed it was okay.
Might have been Baker. He's okay, because there wasn't a 13 upper on the scene.
From the front.
I'll go up and check that 13B is at least seen.
Yeah, just double check with the EMS.
EMS 796. Sam 796.
Send it.
Do you have that 13B?
If you can self-transport, that'd be great. We're
It's
all kind of tied
it's here at Pillbox. That's why I'm asking.
up. It's probably one of our officers in triage.
10 hours. Come and check around. I don't know whether you actually have them or not. Panto cop time. Scoochie in the corner.
Able for taking 195 to MRPD. 7-4. Make sure you fingerprint and DNA for the evidence. Cool.
That's 95. Oh, do.
That long, but
Amber Astra, you still at the hospital?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm doing evidence processing.
Best, this is 811 radio check.
2.
That too.
Oh, well.
Oh.
Hello.
Here, Adeline.
Hi, double hello. Hello. Baker's the only other one that I can see in here. Do we have another officer in here?
Yeah, Miller.
So it could have been Miller or Baker.
Yeah, no, that's Miller. Baker's just been taken through.
I meant for the 13B.
That would have been either Miller or Baker.
Larry from 79.
Yo, what's up, dude?
Now one call from you from Ziggy saying to count your days, get ready for the boxing match.
Oh, yeah, it's happening, Joe. I'm ready.
10 Florence, just relaying the message.
Yeah, I was trying to have a boxing match with him the other day.
Everything's in normal range, yeah. Nothing too bad, thankfully. Seems like the ribs took most of the brunt. So they are probably the biggest source of damage. Nice view or recovering? Okay, saw the bleeding stop. Let's go ahead and start closing you up, okay?
Yeah, Shepard, don't send him!
Again, wash with some stericyline, suction it off.
No, I haven't. I'm still sorting stuff out. Is everything okay?
We're gonna suture the wound shut as well, okay?
I got an incident report with all the charges and the 95 already listed. You need to suspect. Now let me know and I'll tell you the number.
McGregor, can you just process that guy? Because I don't know how long we're going to be here for. Just 2 Agbat and felony obstruction.
4-2, Agbat and 1 felony obstruction.
That's the one.
Simple.
I'm going to talk to Larry because he's running all the stuff from the previous case as well, and we have had a hit. 6-8 +1, back 10.
But, you know, you can get some over-the-counter pain meds for that.
Did Baker get back up on his feet?
I haven't seen him since they
it's
pulled
okay.
him through.
He came through here.
All right. Let's get you up. I'm going to leave you with your final bandages around the
He
chest.
came through to number 5 recovery room.
Might have taken a nap.
Oh, I get it now.
One way check.
Ah, your local doctor was on coffee break.
No, he's still on duty.
Is that it?
Who are you looking for, Adeline?
Baker.
Is that who Kia just had?
Yes.
I think she just brought him up to the ICU.
Okay. Thank you. He's gone to ICU.
Okay, it's good to hear. It's good to hear. You feel like you're going to be at least 100%? 1 second. All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. Next time I'll remind myself to get the local doctors to be able to join in. Sorry for that. But all right, I'm going to let the officers know that you're good to go.
924 is 41. Are there any FTOs available?
All right, officers, this one is ready to.
688 unavailable. Ask it up.
Thank you.
All right, all done. No problem. At this point in time, and before you say anything, you got the right to remain silent. Everything you said gotta be used against the court of law. You got the right to an attorney if you don't have
Triple
one.
776 main line for repair.
Do you understand the right? All I need to check nevertheless. But I still
917 back to 9.
all right, sir. I'm gonna get you transported to the MRPD. Okay?
All right.
That too has
Nancy. He's gonna go up to the third.
Wait until they're all through.
One will 76 to MRPD to help process a 95.
Triple 7, 10, 8. 811+1 is going to explore the dam because there's a very suspicious looking post on Birdie.
We're good. Oh, then I was right. All right.
10, 9.
Yeah. I was right. It was 11 too. Yeah, I'm good.
Recent post on Birdie is oh damn, capital letters. What a view. 811's going to go investigate.
Miller and Baker are both in ICU.
Jesus Christ, okay. What did I miss?
Shooting.
796 will come up to the dam with you.
777, same traffic.
Harry, can you come down to the cells? We got a hit from the previous OIS.
Yep, on my way.
By the way, Captain, we are at the mugshot room. Take the mug.
Larry, what's your 20?
I think we're good, actually. I'm good.
Units be advised, 777 just saw some sort of vehicle unknown description heading up toward the dam.
Hello.
Moving in on the land back dam.
Langley, you're very quiet.
Apologies. Blue and color classic four-door sedan here saw a man carrying a holster of weapons. There's also black and color classic four-door sedan, unknown occupancy.
Seven's gonna be heading up the dam area, back you up.
Sam 24 to Bradford.
Yeah.
You want me to proceed and charge the 95?
Yeah, I've just been quickly pulled away to something.
I'm sorry. How low do you want me to go for the discount?
Standard, to be honest, nothing special.
Sorry.
Little room in the damage code for. It's clear within.
Was that? Were you checking out the dam? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you.
Your rooftops are clear too. You go for me to break off?
Negative.
is going 38 with a yellow motorcycle north on San Vitas. 2 times occupied. Devil 1 is back 10-8.
Update on the situation. Update on the situation at the dam. The driver of this black vehicle has a hostage. Apparently wants to speak to the driver of the blue vehicle, who she claims has been tailing her. Claims the hostage will be released safely if this can be done.
Be advised, update on that end of things. The individual in the blue vehicle claims to be a private investigator who's investigating a missing persons relating to the passenger of the vehicle.
And for Novak, you got any ideas?
796 is going to go back on this roof because I took a picture and there was not a gun held at this hostage. I don't see.
She seemed to draw a weapon while we were speaking.
Do you need additionals at the dam?
We could use it.
As for talking to the person in the blue vehicle, we're not going to insert other civilian lives into the situation. She needs to negotiate with us for the hostage.
Sorry, let me just confirm something. You say the private investigator is holding someone hostage?
Negative. The hostage taker wants to speak to the private investigator to release the hostage.
The vehicle on the western side block this off, and then we'll get a crisis team or something like that to start negotiating.
You say you got on unit?
We've got 4 units up here, and western side only has a panto.
Just entered a blue and coloured vehicle, or is that?
811's en route.
39's also in route. Yeah. About to head up there.
22814 direct.
There is one singular person in this car holding this other individual hostage, apparently.
Do we bring L1 to that situation, or do you feel like L1 is not necessarily there?
No. Just leave him.
The vehicle on the west side is a panto. You will not get a block on a panto.
One is going to be approaching from the north side.
caretaker is demanding that if the hostage is to be released, she is allowed to leave and no one follows her. She will accept no less.
So just agree to that and then we just pursue her when the hostage is free.
That's what I'm thinking.
917's gonna get ready to pursue them.
Tell 1, same traffic. 39's ready to pursue.
If anything, if that Panto, break. If that Panto wants to go up the dirt road, continue going up, stage up and wait for this vehicle to pursue. That way it doesn't look like we're boxing him into a corner and being ratty about it. So let's. I'm gonna back up in my unit. Panto, back up further north, stage up north the road, and then negotiate and keep at it.
.796 is now off the roof and going up again.
17's gonna be backing up briefly. Let them know that the demands are being followed, and as soon as he steps out the vehicle, give us the clear, and we'll start pursuing.
I'm just gonna go and find somewhere to hide up here.
Did I tell anything to the guy in the blue car?
I'd say hold the guy in the blue car for now. I've got his ID, so if anything, we can reach out to him later, if anything.
811 is staged further up the dirt path, northbound.
Negotiations may be breaking down. She wants the name of that civilian.
It's Harry O'Hare. Simple.
Negotiations are breaking down and she's starting to be unreasonable, then priority is getting the hostage out safe. Who says she's going to keep with other demands?
.796 for 917.
Send it.
Yep.
Have you got spikes?
We all have spikes.
You want to place some spikes on that little guardrail that you're currently at?
Let's
that
go.
funnel?
10-4, what's going on with the hostage?
Currently negotiating. We've got a couple of officers moved up a little bit, but trying to calm her down.
I'm not going to get anything out of her with her in that state.
She's threatening to find the hostage if we break the agreement.
What did the investigator say about the hostage in the vehicle?
There we go, one person now with their hands up.
So the officers clear the way, have him stand in front of the charger.
Okay, let's drive it off now.
She's driving off.
Does it say vehicles go northbound?
Get ready to lay spikes.
10-4 spikes are laid on the left-hand side over by the top end of the grate.
20 seconds out.
Drive on the right-hand side when you go past.
Roger. off-road vehicle. Vehicle flipping a U-turn, going back away. Get that hostage out of there.
Yeah, we've got the hostage.
Get a vehicle prepped up on the western side of the bridge and get that block.
Oh, damn it.
Hostage is in cover.
Spikes have been picked up.
1811 blocking the north road, or do you want us off to the side?
Help pursuit.
We'll stop there in front of the blue vehicle.
10-4.
In front of the blue vehicle with the civilian.
The PI, yeah. She's now, if she was stopped in front of the PI's vehicle, she's not going south.
Langley, are you okay to deal with the hostage?
Yeah, I'm gonna clear him out here.
Or I'll attach to the pursuit.
Westbound line, Woodker.
Who's that man? I need to know who that man is.
Apparently a private investigator.
On Elgin.
79 attaches secondary. Set your comms. Sitting in South Elgin. Passing pillbox. Right, eastbound San Andreas. Direction westbound. South low power. East Vespucci. South Elgin.
West late 10-50.
Front, away.
West Adams Apple. North Power Street. Going upper power, still northbound. They're gonna go over the steps on the Arcades building. 79's gonna go around.
That's slightly stuck. Okay.
17, fuck that. She's going now westbound into the underground.
And it's weird.
But the brakes don't work
Yeah,
very
I see that.
Coming
Okay.
on.
Don't drive off.
North Las Lagunas.
Okay. Give me 2 minutes while I sort things out.
West on Dorset Drive. South Palomino Ave. Going to the squeeze by La Puerta, taking the
2 moments.
871 didn't make it. She's heading west on Del Perro Freeway. East. Again, west actually. I can't get my directions right. Towards Colourful Garage.
But why are you speeding?
Well, the script is going to be a 2-door black muscle car with a wheelie bar.
You got eyes on?
Negative.
Okay, but I need to see your ID. It's gonna be interesting. Hold on, I'm gonna hop over. Blech. I need to see your ID. You know this.
Fine.
Thank you.
Nope.
Oh, you have top out for me. Thank you. But you were speeding. Okay.
Oops.
Did anyone manage to
Why
get
are
a
you
plate
giving
lock
me
on
that?
Because I don't need it.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not good
What's
with
the
numbers.
description of the individual?
Okay.
There's some numbers on it.
I do see that. Okay, I'm gonna be giving you a ticket for
How is
speeding,
that
but
not speeding and reckless or whatnot?
you were going 81 in this.
Oh my god.
Negative on that plate lock.
A-17 responding with the 77 request.
Wonder if we
I
can
got
get
him
the
now, North
panto
Federation
on the
Highway.
back where the trailer's
Had
attached
a
and
blue
I just
mask on,
drive you
correct?
around.
No, I think I'd get in trouble for that.
Yeah, going straight towards that
But
unit,
it'd be
about
fun.
to approach Chumash.
Could you just tell whoever it just like it was funny moment and we all laugh about it?
You were kidnapping me.
You know, it's worth it. How do I kidnap you up there, goddammit?
We're not doing that.
No.
It's going to be $200, but
$200.
$200 for third-degree
But I just
speeding.
spent all my money on this truck.
Well, then don't speed in said truck.
Approaching the 68 exit.
Yes. Yes, the Panto pulled over the truck.
Taking the 68 exit, now eastbound 68.
I'm not gonna lie, part of me wanted to play soccer with the Panto.
Let's not play soccer with the Panto.
Let's not do that.
It sounds really fun.
No, don't do that to Novak.
Please don't, because like you're not Novak, and also we gotta get.
Coming up on the vineyard.
I would have felt a little bad with it being Novak.
He's also talking about kidnapping the Panto with me in it.
Yeah.
No, what I said is it'd be really funny if we got the Panto up on the back there and then just drove around like that.
Oh god.
Longwood Drive, southbound.
Maybe I need to go get one of those car trailers and then just start putting people's cars on it.
That's not good.
That would be
do that.
illegal. Please don't.
Okay, you're all good to go, by the way, but once the lights are off. Stop speeding!
Probably not.
Are we cleared to PBS?
Taking the left, eastbound turn.
Has it been 10 minutes?
Negative, it's not been 10 minutes.
No, we're not.
Now again, northbound. Sanka Valley. It's like 1050. Dirt road heading northbound again towards off-roading.
Hello.
Towards Route 68 again. Still northbound.
Why would we get shot?
Dispatch 777.
Eastbound Route 68.
Send 777.
Would we be able to have someone get a statement from Harold Sullivan at MRPD?
Secondary vehicle 1050.
Hey, someone can take comms. We're going eastbound, Route 68, passing through Harmony. Now, South Sonora Road. The LS Freeway. East Sonora, we're past the tunnel. Continuing East Sonora.
Crap, wrong one.
South Sonora.
Keep up calm. Turkish is kind of out of pursuit. I'm trying to catch up.
Continuing South Sonora past the villa. South Sonora Road, coming back into LS, parallel LS3.
I wish you would have told me earlier, asshole.
Collision onto South Elgin, parallel Diamond Casino. Vinewood PD. Off-road, jump onto South Elgin Roofs. 1015. Isaiah on Elgin. Regained eyes continuing to West Howick. Meteor. UE South Meet.
There. Green. Look.
Every time a show comes to that place I want to see, I have to go visit.
Continuing south on Elgin, passing upper Pillbox. Now westbound turn into San Andreas. South, lower power. Pulling a UE onto upper. Power now. North. Gonna do the same thing again. Bring it to go around? Union Depository, yep. And one going around. Still climbing up the stairs. He's gonna come back out here soon. Going over the little bridge. Vehicle's smoking now. Okay, I'm going Alta Street.
924 to dispatch. Is there a report on the iOS at Little Falls?
Lock. Okay, now south. South Alta now. Eastbound turn onto Vespucci Boulevard, passing construction. Continuing east Vespucci past Legion Square. Continuing east past MRPD, hard 1050 into the parking garage. Parking garage. Bring on to Adam's Apple. Taking the jump off of Adam's Apple onto the freeway. Secondary's not made it. Primary take off. I'm going west Olympic Freeway. Taking.
Hello?
Oh, no,
Don't ram me up the ass. That was terrifying.
Did I actually hit you?
No. I just thought it was amusing to make you worried.
I was gonna say, I was like, shit. I'm just gonna. There you go.
Somebody stay mobile, please.
There we, oh, I'm just gonna. Oh no, my truck's broken down. Oh no. Oh, what a shame. I can't move. Oh, look, I've got power back now. Oh, brilliant. Oh, look at that.
The Panto gave you power.
It's Panto power. What can I say?
It's tiny.
Go with the other one, Ellie.
Why did they give you that?
Because it's good to drive.
Maps away.
What do you mean it's good to drive? Like you could suffer a fatal collision.
I'm pushing your truck over to the side.
Jumping down underneath the freeway.
Getting bullied.
Now running.
Why do you think they gave us the Panto?
Not down into the alleyway.
So that you can get bullied?
No, westbound.
No, just because it's something quite fun to drive.
Free on this chase right now.
Like, I don't see very many parking tickets getting given out.
Not parking, but I'm getting plenty of speeding.
Oh, I mean, you can tuck yourself into like all sorts of little alleyways.
And then when people are on bikes, what else? We can also follow them on bikes.
I'm in a ladder right now.
How fast does that thing go?
Last time I checked it got to about 115, but it turns and it sticks very well.
What the fuck?
Gonna jump down on this and
You haven't
Just give your bike. Do you not have bike officers?
We do, but someone's on bike right now, so I can't get on bike.
There's only one.
I think there might be... Hold on. There's not many patrolling, so I can't do that. Yeah, somebody's on bike already.
Right. So you're in you're in the smart car.
Yep, and it's great fun because people are like, I could just ring ringers around you and everything else, but
I must admit it is.
Fired. I got it.
Oh god.
Suspect down.
For this towing is. It's interesting for about 30 seconds, but then it is just you driving back and forth.
getting bullied by a panto.
Yes, getting bullied by a panto. Can't believe
Got
this.
a cuffed on the roof.
I'm horrified about the abuse that I face as a tow trucker from pantos.
You get quite a few more from police impound, like quite a bit more money from police impound.
Problem is that I have no idea how to get those.
Do you know how to drop them off?
Yeah, I know how to. I've been picking up and dropping off cars for the city guy, the guy who just kind of gives you unlimited jobs. There's always a car that needs repossessing.
I got a car that's abandoned just up here, so you might get a police.
So how does it get flagged as a police impound? Like, I have no idea.
Hold on, I'll show you. You normally get a text. Okay, so I'm marking this one for impound. I'm gonna send it over to the job. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, I've got it now, yeah.
And there's my location. Ah! I'm getting attacked by the car.
Okay.
So we text you or call you to say that, so you should...
is on fire.
Oh, right, so it creates like a text thread. And then anyone can pick it up.
Yep. Anyway.
Oh, I had no idea that entire chat thing was an option. I was expecting to get like a call from a dispatch thing.
No, it's a whole entire text.
It's one whole text. I think someone else has nabbed it.
What,
To be fair,
by
I've
the
already
casino?
Yeah, I've already got a car in my back though, so I couldn't.
That's fine.
Number, so I can link my youngster report.
So
I need
take
to
it
call-
police it. Sorry, no, go. Sorry, you were saying.
I need to call someone. Police, you get a little bit more money from our impounds.
All right,
Get
I'll
yourself
keep an eye
you
out.
could get yourself an apartment.
Yay!
Woo! You know, so your sisters can bug you.
Oh God.
You know that's gonna happen.
It definitely is. Alright, I'll let you do
You
your
could try.
thing then.
You could try and
Oh.
give yourself grace and say that you're going to live with Rose.
That would definitely be an idea, actually.
If she's willing to donate to get yourself like a 75,000, hold on, I think there is 75,000 still left, or 50. If you want an actual house, there's some up in Grapeseed that are pretty on point, or there's some down in the south side.
I need to. Alright, how much are they roughly?
So trailers up in Stab City are 50,000.
Alright.
You've got some properties down in like the North Barrio for like 75,000. So that's pretty.
Right.
That's an actual property. I think those houses come with like 2 bedrooms as well.
Oh, nice.
So you could ask Tex Rose and say, do you want to put together and get a house?
Right.
Then you get properties that range up to 200, 250,000, and then apartments about the 500, 600 mark.
Gonna be in the ambulance.
Then there's posh houses at like 800, 1 million, and then there's the houses that cost 20 million. So yeah, you could just text Rose and just say, do you want to put together and get a house down in the north side of the barrier or something, or just to put together some money, but...
You need to take a nap, Harry.
It wouldn't be a bad idea at all.
And there's some like 2-bedroom properties down on Mirror Park Boulevard as well. For 250 if she's got that amount.
Okay. I mean, I'll definitely think about it. I mean, I barely speak to Rose, so I'll have to ask how she is with the idea of living with me. I'm also aware that Free and Petunia.
Free and Petunia?
79 dispatch. Can I get one more unit to pillbox? I'll need a transport unit here.
They keep trying to recruit me, I think.
Thank you.
That's why I'm saying give yourself grace and kind of live with Rose instead of anything else.
Yeah, it's a good idea. But by the way, how the fuck do these little location blips work that you when you're sending them on?
If you open it up,
Hilton, can you tell me the report number?
You'll see that there's a...
2 seconds.
You need to search around for where there's like a little like grey person.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
And then you hit go on it.
Yeah, and then you can set the waypoint. If you do it through text, like if you're texting the number directly, you can set a waypoint to it directly, but through these services you have to search for it.
Yeah, you have to click on it, find it, then click go on the map, and then it'll take you there.
Mhm.
Gotcha. All right. So I think I found. Fingers crossed, it's not been taken, but no one said I've taken it, so I'm claiming it. I mean, yeah, Grace would be a good idea. Putting the thing is Free is also a bit concerned because Petunia's not talking to her as much, so I don't know what's happening between those two. So I'm gonna try and get closer to Petunia again to find out.
Okay.
But if you recall, if you recall the last time we met before everything all blew up, she was threatening to kill me. So
yeah, like I said, give yourself some grace and kind of reach out to Rose, see if she's interested in like doing some stuff with you, etc.
yeah, sounds good.
I think that would definitely be your best option. It would be your most legal option.
You're trying to keep as many of us legal as possible, aren't you?
Well, Free and Petunia are definitely not in that category.
No, absolutely not. I think I found the target car. They don't really give the details of it. These cars belong to actual people, don't they? Black two-door.
Some do, some don't.
Black two-door Comet. I don't know if this is a Comet or not. Oh, no, it is. No.
Units at pillbox. What's your guys' 20?
Black two-door Comet. Booted and ready for tow.
Everything okay?
I just take it to the police inbound, and then one of them sorts it there.
Yep. Or you take it to the scrapyard. Sorry.
Scrapyard? Jesus, where's that?
On Alta Street, before you get to Arsenal. Before you get to the Maze Bank Arena.
Oh, that's not marked on the map.
No, it's not, but that's where you take it.
Okay. Wait, so the car gets like scrapped?
No, it just gets impounded there.
Oh, Jesus, that's.
I know it sounds alarming, but that's where it gets impounded.
It's a nice car as well.
And then they decide if it's a locals or if it's owned by, like, if it's like by a local, or whether it's owned by a civilian, and then they'll take it from there.
Good stuff. Alrighty. I mean, yeah. Staying as legal as possible is a good idea. I also just don't want to run the risk of being so legal that Free and Petunia completely, like, sort of drift off.
I don't think you're going to do that. I mean, they don't drift off on me. I just realized I'm now standing on top of a TV.
There.
I was running around and somehow managed to jump on top of a thing and jump over.
Do you do that thing where you're on the phone with someone and then you run around in circles and climb onto random
I'm trying
things?
to find somebody and I can't see them.
Oh, you manhunting.
I'm deciding whether I want to... It's another investigation on top. Apparently they could use help and just... I don't know all of this, but I'm just going to see what she needs and then go from there.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, I'll let you go.
Alrighty. By the way, who is the chap that I'm supposed to speak to at the scrapyard?
I don't know. You might have to ask other tow truck drivers.
Alright, I'll figure it out. I'll let you get back to your undoubtedly busy job.
Thank you.
Have a good day now.
Bye.
Bye.
So I started to make these like coded messages, and I told these people that it was because she's old and it helps her brain tick along and stuff. But in those messages that I sent, I was leaving clues to try and get some help and stuff. And I was taken away to a boat, and on that boat there was like a lot of armed like guards and stuff like that. We were told to keep our heads down. And it was like quite a terrifying experience, and I kind of befriended one of the guards, and he kind of empathized with me when we talked about my past and stuff. But he basically let me try and escape. So I escaped. I got off this boat. We were down at the docks in Los Santos, and I ran into the city. I ran into the city as quickly as I could. I left some more like notes for my mum. I left some notes that weren't coded, just explaining the whole situation, that I was sorry, and I genuinely thought I was going to die. You know, like suddenly I'm being sold off to this person who is saying that I owe them money and I'm in debt to them, and from there, I basically.
Could you give me a second?
Sure.
Are you good?
Yeah, you said you wanted to talk to me about this?
Yeah, I didn't realize something might be up. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just taking kind of me time today.
Okay. If you're not in a condition to handle this, I can deal with it. I can find someone else to help me.
What do you need my help with? That's the question.
Just primarily, it's been a while since I've tried to deal with a case on this scale. It seems to involve human trafficking and torture.
Yeah.
10-2. I was checking, the radio was quiet.
If you're not in the right mindset, that's okay. I can figure it out.
Sure.
Just, I don't want to overwork you. If you're dealing with something.
I'm just taking time today.
This is 811.
Okay.
I'm happy to help. I just need to know what I can help with.
Yeah.
Like, is there a location you need me to go to or something?
If you could help me take statements, because there are 3 people to talk to, one of whom is apparently a PI that's been tracking this case.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't taking on... I was trying to avoid paperwork today.
I'm sorry.
It's taking... Okay, yeah.
If I can transcribe shit, just like...
Well, you've got the most information. This is the issue. I have nothing to ask them. All I can tell them is just write down the statement on the piece of paper.
Yeah, that's fair. I frankly barely have any information either. I'm working on... Got taken hostage at the dam. Apparently, the hostage taker...
So tell the other 3 to write statements on what they wish to say. Written statements with their phone number. You'll phone them back. You need to formulate a case before, like, what's going on before you can even, like, take them. Otherwise, you're just going to be... They're just going to be sat here for hours and hours. And we're going to be sat here for hours. And I don't have hours and hours.
You guys got weapons on you? No, sir.
That's a good point.
I want to get out and patrol today.
Yeah.
I realize I've been on duty for an hour, but yeah. I don't even know who in there because there's 4 of them in there.
Also, just to make it easy on
Yeah. There are 2 people out there, 1 person in there. So.
Okay, who are the 2 people out here?
I assume
and I just
had the right
confirmed the person
credentials.
who answered the lawyer line was me.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I recognize your voice, so that's good. This way.
So go tell them they need to write statements on the piece of paper.
Yep.
And then you'll, with their phone number, and contact them from there.
Alright. Yeah, even just that bit of advice.
Because otherwise you have nothing to go on.
Yep. Thank you. They've been asked to do that, so I'm just going to talk to the victim, try and get a sense of what's happened to him. I'll transcribe it later, because my tape recorder is decent. Alright, honestly, that bit of guidance alone is huge, so thank you.
Put it into a report, compile it, find out locations. It's going to save you about several hours of your time. Get your... Instead of you having to write it, they write it. It's verifiable in court because they've written it with their signature. So you can't say that they were coached into anything. They write it. They're engaged. They're doing something. You then get to investigate what happens afterwards, and like I said, it saved you about several hundred times. And if you need then clarifying questions based on those statements, you can call them and bring them back in.
Yep. All right.
I would do that with your victim as well.
Okay.
Like I said, just go and get statements from all of them first, and then revisit it.
Okay.
Once you got that statement, we can go from there. That work with you?
Yep. Thank you, Novak.
Adrenaline's wearing off, but it's just starting to hit me that I'm actually safe and alive.
789 dispatch, who was doing negotiations for the dam hostage taking?
Langley was doing negotiations. She's up in the bullpen right now. She is on dispatch frequency.
I'll let her know.
See what it was with the guard, I overheard him on the phone. He was talking about his wife or something.
What's poppin', ladies? You ever tried to turn it off and on? Yeah. Who's that?
924 is gonna go 42 for a bit.
Police service.
Hello.
Hi.
Your brother. You need to reach out to your brother, by the way.
Will?
Yep.
What do you do?
Just to tease him.
Alright. Night.
Where are you? He can call, message on the service company, and I'll talk to him.
I'll do my best to remember. Is it okay if I do it here, just to get in the zone where it's safe? Would you like me to give you my number as well? Okay, I'll get typing. Yeah, sure. For date of occurrence, I'll just put today's date.
Langley, you gotta get back out on the road and then come back to you once you got everything, report, etc.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm going 1076 to that house robbery on Bridge Street.
Thank you for the rate, by the way. I did see it.
So +1, arriving at 1023.
Aggressive systems.
City 8814 direct.
Hello, San Andreas State Police. How can I help?
Hello, yes, I'd like to check and see if I have a warrant.
What's your name?
David Lance.
8814 direct.
Uh-oh.
10-9.
Uh-oh.
688, are you free at the moment?
Uh-oh.
Negative, I'm at the house robbery at the moment.
I might be dying. Oh, no, I'm okay.
As far as I can see, you do not.
Oh, okay. Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
Back tonight. 917's gonna code 60 areas that there's drugs along Clinton.
688 +1, we're talking to individuals inside the house at Mirror Park. They have identified themselves.
Wee! Wait, no. And then I get stuck outside a house for ages. I was like, I want to patrol. No.
917's gonna collect code 4 on these drug sales, no activity in the area.
Triple Twos is gonna go to bed. You guys stay safe.
Free service.
Thanks for your service.
Thank you very much. All in your rate tag.
Seven is going to 76 to the courthouse to meet with Justice Forrester.
Hmm.
Yeah, 688. They're coming out. They're free to go.
10-4. Anchor.
Get one forward, right?
Seven 996 for 917.
Send it.
Be advised, I observed a white and colored 10F with red underglow in the area of the glass sail.
10-4. I'm just watching from the top.
917. 688.
Go ahead.
22. Wrong call sign. Eight 17.
That 9F was seen leaving the same drug sale.
Idiot 814.
Send it.
25 with me at Mission Row.
What's your 20 inside Mission Row?
I'll be coming to the south very shortly.
10-4.
Line 17's gonna respond to that later as they can, Tom.
371 to dispatch.
Standard.
Had Misty, badge number 818, tell me there's a 9-5 that woke up at lower pillbox. Does anyone know anything about that?
I have them right here. It says Echo 55, by the way. They're at lower pillbox.
10-4.
Shall we wait for a unit?
Stand by. Can I 10-8 unit go over there to check who it is?
10-7 at the moment. I'm dealing with that gentleman I called you about earlier. And Ricky also towed my car away and it's red engine light, so I'll need a repair.
We have a unit at pillbox currently.
No units yet.
917 ATM tampering is going to be code 4 on Sonar Freeway. No individuals in sight.
Well, I don't know, but I got Misty with her tracker on out to the front of pillbox in a blue two-door. Just want to check that she's Ocean King.
Echo 55 going back to Sam's 1. Thank you.
Hey, are you
Hi.
okay?
Yeah, are you here for the 9-5?
I don't know what's going on with the 9-5. I'm going to check it out. You're just that you went on duty and
Yeah, I was on duty because I was calling the police line and nobody was answering, so I was just checking if people were on duty. Yeah, there's a 9-5.
I mean, texting will always get them quicker.
I've done that before and got like no answer.
I'll go and check. Apparently you have a 95?
Yes, right on the first room on the right.
Any name?
Not yet. Not yet. But yeah, they arrived cuffed.
When? Do you remember when?
Trina called me down here not too long ago, like 3-4 minutes.
I literally found him in the garage, kind of just there on the floor. Got Trina to run upstairs and grab someone while I got on duty.
For an urgent repair.
Dispatch 796. We have an individual that has brown, yellowish clothing, black hair, was found in the garage. This is the 95 that they're calling in about.
Thinking that this might have been a clerical mistake.
If nobody is able to verify who this person is or anything, once I've got an ID, I'm just going to have to release them. Hey, can I get a hold of his ID quickly? Just to...
Yeah, let me get out of his way.
Hello, my love. I'm just gonna go into your pockets and grab your ID.
Go ahead. My name's Gucci Love.
Okay, you have got your ID on you.
Yeah, I might. I don't know.
Gucci Love?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me 2 moments and I will get back with you, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much for helping.
Yeah, of course. I saw you and I was like, is that a person? I couldn't just leave you there. I'm not...
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
Oh, there. Okay, cool.
His name is Gucci Love. Does that name ring any bells to anyone? Units on this frequency. Does the name Gucci Love ring any bells to anyone?
688, negative.
10-9, Phil?
It rings a bell for me.
10-4, do you know why he's cuffed here in Pillbox? I'm just gonna have to release him if nobody's able to claim him. Because I don't know what's going on with him.
I'm sorry it was under such circumstances.
It's okay.
2 more
You ready for
moments.
me?
2 more
Okay, I
moments.
can tell you where I came from if you'd like. Maybe that'll help.
Well, here's the
Last
thing.
I remember, I was at the Little Soul gas station.
Okay.
Alan, what's your 20?
Pillbox.
I'm 76.
Thank you.
We're just waiting to... Somebody should be on the way.
Okay, no worries.
Let's get you over here, my dear.
Okay.
Thank you for cooperating, by the way. We appreciate
Yeah, no worries.
We've gone into the garage, McGregor. I'm just trying to figure it out because there's certain things that we have to do, and
No, I understand. I don't really remember what much. I got shot, but I just remember being at the Little Soul gas station maybe like an hour ago.
Alright, whoa! Just make sure I'm not gonna have most stuff. Alright.
It wasn't me, officer, it was the man in the blue undercoat.
Gucci Love does ring a bell. Not certain where. I do know I arrested him or her, or I arrested Gucci Love before. I apologize. I'm just not.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
let me borrow you, McGregor, for 2 seconds.
I don't know how or what
Little
is going on
soul
with it now.
thing about an hour ago, apparently.
About an hour ago, there was a
But I don't recall anything. I think
13 alpha shootings at Little Soul gas station.
unless anybody knows him exactly, though, we're just gonna have to release him, and they're just gonna have to do a warrant.
Yeah, I believe I did see. If I'm not mistaken, I think there's evidence, but I don't know if
We don't have any of the
okay.
situation. There's no information on this.
I found pistol. There are pistol casings that were found there. So he's part of the shooting. I think he might have been a 95 that passed out.
You've got more information with him, so you're gonna have to process because.
Yeah, I can definitely take care of the processing. Did he tell you how he woke up? Like what?
He just fell asleep in the garage, and then he was found there.
Okay. Did he get treated?
He has been treated.
I believe Astrid, she was also present, so I can also call her over.
Okay, I'll leave him with you. He's been very patient, I'll say that much.
Send for McGregor. Hey,
He's not been read his rights.
Is that 9-5 still in the hospital?
Yes.
They are
With McGregor.
related to an OIS.
Talk to McGregor.
1776 Mission Row.
Hey yo.
Yeah, I'm up 2 down at the lower pillbox for any tow drivers.
You wait. You need tow drivers at pillbox.
I marked 2 vehicles for tow at the tow driver.
Oh, okay. Oh, sure. I'm I might take a little bit to get there at the moment. I've got a car on my back.
Go drop it off. Did you figure out how to drop them off?
I did, yes. 1,500 each. Jesus.
What, for you to be able to impound them?
Yeah, just like 1.5k each. I was making 400 a job doing the standard ones. That's triple the amount for doing police impounds.
Uh-huh.
Fucking hell. Right. I'll wiggle my way down there shortly.
Okay.
Alright.
Thank you. You're gonna have a go for me.
Sounds good.
LE 796.
And
Are you still on moto?
negative. When I take it out, go fast.
4796 is gonna swap out to moto. Thank you.
No problem.
problem.
Oh, I can't. We got multiple units over at PD. Although they're processing, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, go for it, honestly. Shouldn't be a bother.
Why is Amber's vehicle still out?
I don't know, because she hasn't put it away.
I'm parking it.
Please do.
It's going to be an 80 with a black and red motorcycle. We're going eastbound. Where's that current? Right. Southbound Las Lagunas. Can I get a motor unit, please?
Motor 176.
We're going up on upper power. Taking the jump. Sending it eastbound San Andreas. Long Island. Northbound, popular turn. BC. Black and red color, Kucher drag. Didn't get a plate lock. Second time this individual's trying to bait a chase now.
Flag the plate.
Clear. Moving.
I'm so sorry. Listen.
Motor 1 is in a 1038 to South Power Street.
Shit, bitch.
I should call your brother real quick and just tell him that.
What the fuck were you thinking,
In a
Indy?
traffic stop, I just nearly squished Novak.
Oh
on
shit,
her
you know
bike.
this one?
On Power Street. I'll call you back. Yeah, we're on our way, but yeah, really far upper, like Clinton side upper. Yeah.
Tell him to use his Lamborghinis.
He can't drive. The headaches are too bad today.
Oh, that's why it's Lamborghinis.
This is baby's little sister.
Hello,
I'm
Indy.
Adult Matthews, but they call me Addie.
Hello, Addie. Indy.
Yep.
Not gonna lie, that shit was crazy.
I'm glad you're wearing a helmet, or you might have been bald after. Like it might have skimmed the hair.
I
off
might
you.
have lost my head.
Yeah.
You know, I think it was a big whoopsie. You know, the accelerator got stuck and she
had no control.
She had no control. She was really trying. She was like, I can't slow down, and I said, bitch, you better.
I'm gonna kill that poor lady.
She feels real bad about all this. Really, it's definitely a mess up.
123. I recorded you coming up behind me.
Yeah, well, like we said, that accelerator was stuck, man. We were trying our best.
Indy likes racing.
You're
I
racing?
wasn't racing.
We weren't
No, we
even
were going
racing.
to pick baby up.
Yeah, baby's got a baby. Yeah, he's yeah.
Yep.
I would like to keep my head.
Yeah, I would like you to keep your head too.
I mean, you know, they're necessary, but how important are they really?
Who's in your car? Oh, who's in that car?
Ali.
Who?
It's off Triple the Crow.
Ellie?
Yeah.
Hey, Ellie. I nearly killed Novak. Oh, look, there he is.
It's just a big misunderstanding.
Oh, he really just ran all the way.
He made a good
Indy.
time,
Look at him
too.
go.
Indy.
Look at his Lamborghinis go.
What?
I am giving you first degree speeding
Yeah.
and negligent driving.
I'm so sorry.
Hey, baby.
Like I said, it could have been worse. You could have just died, and you didn't.
Yes, and that's why it's not a bigger fine and there's not any time attached to that one.
Hey, baby, you see when you drive at full speeds down this street and you jump over people by accident that are coming up the other way?
We
Yeah,
cleared this lady
we
cop real
That's
high.
not illegal.
Novak's head.
That's not. You should just run.
No, I can't do that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna give you. It's $1,000 in fine.
Jesus. It
I
was
just
an
bought
accident.
baby
The
a
accelerator got stuck.
100K car. I can't
I think
afford that.
evading's cheaper than that. You should just go.
I'm gonna. You have 30 days to be able to appeal that if you so wish. But you are all
Okay.
sorted. Once the lights are off, you're good to go and slow the fuck down.
Yeah. I genuinely almost killed her.
Yeah, we about took that lady's head off.
Alright, we good?
Yeah, after she nearly decided she was going to take my head off.
Jesus Christ, okay.
She flew over the top of me.
Wait, she actually gotta like fucking like be like, meow.
She went over the top of me completely.
That's absolutely insane.
Because she was going 123.
Well, like I said, I'm glad that didn't happen, you know?
Yeah, well, that would have been completely different charges if it was.
And I would be very pissed.
I appreciate
because I appreciate you a lot.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alright, no, but I'm gonna go back on patrol. Toodles.
Bye. Murder 176 latest ATM tampering.
334, safe traffic.
92+1, same traffic.
907 plus 1, 1076 to the deluxe.
Clear. Closing.
Hey, I'll hold right if you want to pass.
Yeah, I'll let you give forever. Yeah, I'm dealing with small little migraine.
23 on scene. We got an woman here?
I'm gonna circle around the parking garage. Nope, parking garage is clear.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am, we need to look at this ATM. Really sorry, we need to look at it. What the heck?
Ma'am, my trooper over here is giving you a lawful order. Back away from the ATM.
Well,
you're a nobody.
Well, there we go. She's backing away from it.
Thank you for your
Don't
cooperation.
see anything there.
I mean, so, these ones are there...
There's no
Oh,
ATMs
maybe
in the big bank.
No, but how about the ATMs on the side of the store in Center Road?
No, it was this one. It was definitely this one that it came from. Otherwise, we would have had them wider from the store or from the two stores.
Let's say. Well, I guess we shall call it code 4, I guess, then.
Looks code 4 at this time.
Today.
Are you following that local?
Yeah, we're trying to question her, see if she saw anything in the area.
We tried talking to her and she would just, she wasn't very helpful.
Yeah, I feel like she's a lost cause at this stage.
Yeah.
Maybe she's just very shy.
I mean, wearing flip-flops in this economy.
That kind of like footwear that people would wear in this economy.
At least they're not Crocs.
Girl. Be a fashion crime. Anthony for to dispatch. Keep quiet.
Cheers for that, Ellie. I appreciate you.
I mean, it's better than the last couple of days where it's not been that. Last night was hell.
Are you crazy?
Oh, she did get it. Hello.
Novak, it's Ivan. I have a question.
What's up?
Where the fuck is Laguna parking?
Laguna parking?
Yeah, it's not on Laguna Place, which is really dumb, but like... I'm trying to find my car.
Is it the park? Laguna Place?
Yeah, we just came from there. It is
Did
not
you check
there.
the car park next to Elite Vinewood Auto?
Which Vinewood Auto? Yeah, no, we did.
What about the parking next to Power Street, between Alta and Power Street?
Alton Power? I believe we checked that one.
Okay.
Kind of... Oh yeah, no, we're on Alton Power. Never mind.
There's Autopia. Blah 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 blah.
Why are they not just labeled as what they are? This makes no sense to me.
Well, they are. That's the thing. I've
No,
got
they're
Legion
not.
parking, square parking on one of mine, and MRPD parking, and then I had casino, and what else did I have? Caesar 24/7.
All of mine just says public parking.
In your garage app?
Wait, garage? Oh, yeah, no, in my garage app. So when I open my garage app, and then I go to my rally, whenever I look at location, it just says Laguna Park, and I try to make like a way to get there, but
Is it in
nothing pops up.
impound?
I guess I could go check impound real quick. I don't know why my car would be impounded if I parked it though. I'll figure it out. Thank you, Novak.
Yeah, I don't know where it is either, my dear. The best thing you can do is ask on Birdie.
Fair enough. I believe I put out the post already. I'm hoping someone responded. We're seeing a lot at Clinton. Okay, well...
The lot at Clinton, so...
Doesn't
Oh!
sound right, though.
So the one... Well, it might do.
It might be. I'll go check it.
Because it comes south of Las Lagunas Place.
Oh, you know what? That is a good point, actually.
Like, Las Lagunas Place stops at Alta, but it's right by the two places. It's just slightly east of it.
Okay, I'll go check that real
Birdie
quick
was
then.
the best answer, it seems.
Yeah, so it would seem. Alright, thank you, Novak.
Hopefully it is there.
Yeah, I will try to stay out of trouble. Bye.
Thank you.
Hi, Poppy. I missed you today.
Oh, Britannia, Britannia rules always. Murder one will head north towards those pamperings. Courthouse would just say courthouse parking, surely. I don't like how this keeps tampering. don't think I'm gonna arrive there in time.
Hey, King, do you need help with the pillbox? No, the doctor that was going to give me a statement is undergone surgery. I'm speaking with her. In the office.
Moto 1 is 23 at the Sonora Freeway. Safe tampering. 4-door red car outside.
Do you need 27?
Yes, we'll do.
Okay, 724 is on the way.
Are you okay to handle that witness statement, Alan?
San Andreas. Hello. Hi, Harry.
Hello. Who is this? Who is this?
It's Novak.
Oh, hello, Officer
No.
Novak. I am bleeding out. I am. Bye, Officer Novak.
We need a medical. We need a. Listen, Novak. We'll do this. We need an escort to the hospital, and then we can do that. Okay?
Why did you not take him to the hospital to begin with?
I needed to pee. I had to stop in and pee.
Well, I can't let you just keep running in a vehicle from a place where.
We're going to the hospital.
David, I have a pee jug.
Harry Manson, one individual, is going south on Sonora Freeway. They claim that Harry's bleeding out, however, they were at the store. Can I have unit? Ellie, you're on the way. You said?
75.
Can I have a license plate check?
Send it to license.
80 Zulu Delta Whiskey 639. Take primary, Ellie.
80.
Good block.
They went straight into my guard. They didn't get.
If it's who I believe it is, it probably is. What was that, April?
80.
80.
Zulu Delta coming back as unknown.
Okay, well that sounds like it's not a car that's registered to carry or whoever's driving it. They claim they're going to try and take Harry towards the hospital. We could continue South Los Santos Freeway. I doubt that if they were pleasantly sitting outside the front of the store.
There's none of the occupants the hostage, right?
There's no hostage in this.
And boy, well, tonight's gonna be still continuing south on the Santos Freeway.
Would you like an additional unit?
Yes, please.
Clear. Closing. Oh my god. Do you need one additional or do you need multiple?
Just the
we
one.
need one. Yeah, simple. I will take it over through the left. No, that this guy's driving like a complete asshole. I don't want him to hit you.
Like I said, yeah, if it's who I think it is. Yeah, that's fair.
Who do we think it is?
I believe from the style of people, it's probably David Lance, but they're trying to get Harry into the hospital. If we can have somebody check over Harry when he goes to get medical.
If 7+1 can do it.
We need to check Harry over as well.
We're on scene here.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay. Let me get you some medical, but first of all, I need you to put your hands up just because you're in that vehicle.
Oh.
Okay? And I'll get you some medical.
Oh. Oh.
Can someone get medical out
Be
of here?
Okay.
Be advised, apparently the vehicle, the other occupant needs really bad medical attention, like really bad.
Yeah, can we get medical out here for Harry? Okay.
Oh, why am I in handcuffs?
Harry, let's go and get you medical.
Okay,
Harry, you need to see
Hey,
a doctor.
whoever
Harry.
arrested and placed
Yeah, but I
David
was
in
talking to
custody, be
Officer
with him, please.
Novak.
Harry, you need to see a doctor.
Fine, I was
You
trying to
drove
get a
away
medic,
from
but I'm on my
her.
way.
Of course I did. You needed medical attention.
Yeah,
Come on.
if you needed to piss, you should have just told me you needed to piss. I got a piss
That's
jug.
what I was doing. I was peeing. I was in
Yeah,
the
I got a piss
bathroom
jug.
peeing.
You could have pissed while you were
Hey,
driving.
can you come and check over Harry here?
I was just in the bathroom peeing.
Hold on,
Benjamin.
David. Get over here.
I need medical.
Okay, you need medical too, okay.
I have
Okay,
like
let's go
3
down
people
over here.
screaming for medical right now, so can everyone please just come to the treatment area, please?
Oh my
Doctor's
Two
god.
of them in the 95s right now.
That was me. I did that.
What did you do?
I have leukemia now.
Hey,
Harry
David,
saved
Harry,
us.
meet
Relax.
baby's little sister. This is
Relax.
baby's little sister. Say hi.
Sup, pussies?
Careful with those statements, Bucko, okay?
Apparently. Something like that.
Addie, David, this is the guy that shot me in the face, Addie.
Oh yeah,
You
the one that
shot
cut
my
his
brother
eye.
in the fucking face, you piece of shit.
No fever yet, I don't think.
Hi, Harry.
Oh.
Nancy, are you able to help him just
I
sit up
got hit
really
by
quickly
a
here?
car and it hurt.
I require
And
a
I got
bandage.
my left leg got
My
a little
legs.
bruise.
Harry, are
I
you
can get
okay?
you a
Oh
nice
my
pack
god,
of that.
Harry. Oh my
Harry,
god.
do you need a lawyer?
I don't think
I don't
so,
know if I can
but
get
you,
up. I
you know
think this
what?
is it.
You can be my lawyer. Yeah.
Harry, you definitely will need a lawyer.
There you go, Harry.
That's your great
Anything else you need me to look at?
grandfather.
Oh,
We have a great
I'm
great grandfather?
okay now.
Oh, thank
Thank you.
I didn't know that.
Okay, Harry, come over here.
Great great?
I got.
Or just great
Yes,
great?
my lawyer will be joining us.
Okay, well, let me read you your rights first. You have the right to remain
Okay.
silent, and anything you say or do can and will be used against you in a court of law. Can I help you, sir?
Yeah, he's
I
my
am his
lawyer.
defense attorney.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's get him down to MRPD if you want to meet us over there. Sorry, you didn't announce
Certainly.
yourself, so you were following very
I
closely.
walked in and asked him if he needed a lawyer, and he said yes directly in
Yeah.
front of all of you. I thought it was implied at that point. Sorry.
I did not hear you say
Alright,
that.
Yeah, it was pretty chaotic in there. It's
So-
understandable.
It is chaotic. Totally all right.
But,
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Harry, don't
Sorry,
answer
if
any
you're not involved
questions,
in this,
Harry.
I'm gonna
Okay.
ask you to leave
He's
the area,
the he's
Yeah, he's my defense.
This is
He's
our.
my legal
This is
defense.
our
Okay, let's-
lawyer.
Okay, well, at this
Our
point in
lawyer.
time, David, you
Our
got the right
lawyer.
to remain silent.
There's going to be
Anything
an
said that will
active
be used against
AD
you in
of
the court
a
of
white
law.
intelligent
You know
for
how,
an assessment. They just ran my
you have the
car.
right to a lawyer. If you know how and what will be provided to you by the state if available. Do you understand this rights and being rent to you?
Really want to thank you,
Yes.
Bradford.
Harry.
Okay, perfect.
You also.
Oh, they're doing. I'm going to give it to them.
Yeah.
I know 2 + 1 also attaching.
Yeah.
Somebody take my mask
down,
off. There's
Los
blood in
Okay,
it.
let's get you
Okay,
over
there you
towards the
go.
car because there's lots going
Pulling
on.
down, I'm gonna pull down the mask.
Okay,
Come
thank
over here
you.
for 2 moments. Harry, you have the right to remain silent, and anything you say and do can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney if you cannot afford one. One will be appointed to you by the state if there is one available. Do you understand these rights as I have read them to you?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get you over to the car.
Getting the knife, the radio, the lockpicks.
No,
Okay.
not the lockpicks or the red.
I'm gonna check you over. Is there anything on you that might prop me or stab me?
I have my knife. I have a hammer. I have a flashlight, and that should be it.
And the gun.
Was that a gun?
Yes, and a gun.
Oh my god.
Walk
David,
right
did you,
in front of me.
David, did you shove a gun in my waistband?
Okay, let's get them
What?
into the car.
Did you
Get
steal
over
my
here,
gun?
goddammit. Get over here.
Jump in the
Did you
canal.
steal the gun I was gonna turn in, Harry?
Did you
Harry.
put a legal gun in my pocket?
Gentlemen,
Harry.
gentlemen, you've been Mirandized. I advise you not to speak.
7 primary.
Novak, I
You
will
gonna stay and block
transport
the
them
jump?
both.
Thank you. I'll take them to interrogation cells. Okay, I'm gonna put you in.
Is that Harry? No, that's not Harry. Larry.
I'm gonna put you in. Please mind your head.
There's Brian. Oh, great. All right. Well, we're gonna leave Brian behind.
Who's Brian?
Okay,
Oh,
watch
okay.
your head,
Harry.
David.
Harry took my spot. I have to go to the other side.
Ah,
Scoot
it's okay,
over,
I was
Harry.
kissing
Yeah,
him.
Let
me buckle them.
Crawl over him. Okay.
I'm gonna buckle you in.
Units available
2 seconds.
for that bank truck.
Yeah.
Can we break
There
off
we
on
go.
this? Bank.
If we have one double badge, take off.
1024 10-4. We're sending 6 to MRPD with 295.
Copy. Who's currently tertiary? In this 80, who's currently in tertiary?
902 plus 1.
Copy. Do you guys want to make the truck robbery? We'll deal with these two.
We can, sure thing.
Thank you. It is currently westbound on Integrity.
Front strawberry. Turning in the Los Angeles freeway. 6 lanes of travel, still northbound.
Ellie, are you Ocean King? Ellie, are you Ocean King?
Yeah, 10-4.
Still northbound, Los Angeles freeway.
Lawyer line, Hugo Podesta speaking.
Hi, were you at the pillbox?
That is correct. We've just parked outside MRPD. I'm walking up now.
Okay, I'm in the lobby.
Fantastic. See you in a second.
Okay, bye. Ellie?
Southbound, Los Angeles freeway.
Standing Novak.
The 295s?
They're secure.
10-4.
I'm parking inside the motorboat right now. I was taking care of a vehicle
It's been
that
a
was
little while. How's life been treating you?
10-4. It's been doing good. Okay, let's get you one down. Obviously, we're going to need a little bit of time because I need to fully figure out and everything.
Yep. He's my paralegal.
Okay.
Just got instated by Forrester.
Okay.
I probably will have a second paralegal as well. He had a little bit of a
Bank
headache
robbery
at
is
the hospital.
code 4. We're going to
That's why
just
we were
collect
there.
some
He messed up
forensics.
his knee.
I do apologize for the little bit of defensiveness that I showed in the hospital. I didn't hear you say, do you want a lawyer to the guy? Or do you
you're
want...
all right.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Giving us fair, those are collection points. There's always people around there bitching on stuff.
Let's go over this way.
Yeah, I can't lie.
Okay. Harry, do you want this one?
Yes, my favorite.
Okay, go on in.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna put you down for the moment.
268. Getting on
I'm
the
going to do
off-ramp,
whatever's
opposite
best
lanes
in
of
his
travel,
best interest, and then I'll do whatever is in your best interest.
Los Angeles freeway.
Okay, I'm just gonna do one last search and then I'm gonna cuff you to the table.
Okay.
I am going to advocate for the client's best interest.
Oh, whoops, sorry, wrong room. My apologies.
Okay. I do have to take that for the moment. Well, you may get that back.
That's
Just
my
we just.
life savings.
Okay. I'm gonna uncuff you and then I'm gonna cuff you to the table. Okay.
Okay.
1050.
If you want to stand, it's long enough for you to be able to do that. Okay. Do you have any food? Do you have enough food and drink on you?
We're now going opposite lanes of travel, northbound, Sonora freeway.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Excuse me, Trooper, could I take a minute to talk with my client?
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I'll let you on in.
Correct lanes of travel, still
But I also
northbound,
want to
Sonora freeway.
inform you before you go in there that your client, by complete spontaneous utterance, admitted to be fleeing.
Before
actively
or
evading.
after?
He was
Before or
Miranda.
after he was Miranda? All right, got you. Thank you.
Yeah?
You want to head on him?
Hey, we're just waiting on the paralegal one.
Sure.
Come on, Jay.
Ali,
Yeah?
what stuff was on David?
Up to you, going back southbound, Sonora
A 9 for
freeway.
radio and 30 left.
Approaching E-tool.
Okay. Do you want me to take? Yes, please. Would you go back and get a photo of that car?
I can definitely try and do that, yeah.
Do you require
Please, because we didn't get one.
We're gonna be good. 2 times like third car's almost out.
There you go.
It's authorized at this point.
I'm on my way to take that picture
Oh,
for
go
you,
for
my
it.
dear.
Diane for.
Also, Novak, just so you know, I
Yeah,
passed
they've
Mr. Land
hit into
to the
multiple
table.
things, driving up and down
Yeah,
the freeway,
that's
having to speed.
yeah, that's fine. I'll just check and need some
Initiated
to
up
drink.
them causing a collision, so go for it.
Hey, David, do you have enough food and drink on you?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I'll be back with you in just a moment, okay?
She took my regular lockpicks, but she didn't take my advanced lockpicks.
Oh my goodness, can I take them off you for the moment? Are you okay?
I'm not gonna do anything with them. So,
I know, but I still need to take them off you, okay?
Okay, as long as I get them back.
Yeah, do you want to just stand up for me?
Yeah. Stuck on a chair.
I do see that. Okay, I'm gonna...
688.
You will get those back.
295.
And the screwdriver
Okay.
set, okay? I do promise all of
Don't
that.
take my screwdrivers.
You will
What the
get it
hell?
back in a moment. You will get it back.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
I need to get a photo of that license plate.
Novak from 724.
Send it.
Somebody may have actually marked it for impound because the vehicle is gone.
10-4, did anyone do that?
Non-zero chance a tow truck driver came and picked it up without asking.
Hello.
Well, the vehicle
So-
is not here.
I know you said you had to gather information.
Yep.
But I do believe that my client, A, did not participate in anything as he didn't have the ability to willingly join in or leave the situation due to circumstances that were beyond his control. He was severely critically injured and therefore was placed in the vehicle to be taken to the hospital.
Okay, so I will counter that. He was in the car alone when I arrived on the store, yes, but he was able to walk out of the vehicle at Pillbox unaided.
He did say that he was taking what he could with his clothes and trying to bandage himself up. It doesn't sound like he left the vehicle at all before Pillbox.
The vehicle was also not registered to anyone.
That's curious. All right. I mean, it sounds like he also had no detail, or he has nothing to do with the procurement of the vehicle. However, in exchange for information, if we'd be willing to talk about immunity, he'd be willing to provide most of the narrative that you seek, I believe. Because while he wasn't a party to the crimes, he was a witness to the crimes. He is worried, though, that considering his proximity as a witness, he may be caught up in this, even though he had no direct involvement.
So, he was in the vehicle. He did have the opportunity at the store to be able to exit the vehicle, but he did not. There was a whole period of about 30-40 seconds where he and I interacted. He actually called out to me. I realized that he was trying to bandage himself. However, like I said, he willingly stayed in the vehicle. He was able to get out. The other issue was that I was responding to a store robbery. He has non-legal currency on him, coke leaves, and a gun that doesn't come back to anyone. So,
fun story here. You remember that spontaneous utterance we heard in the hospital?
mm-hmm.
I believe that was a crappy attempt at a frame on my client. I believe the other individual is worried about the fact that he is actually facing these charges because he was most likely the perpetrator of all these crimes. And in an attempt to bypass a lot of the possession and the possession charges that would associate with them, he instead dumped them on the corpse of his bleeding friend.
Except his friend wasn't a corpse at that moment.
He then dumped it on the severely injured and bleeding body of his so-called friend. I mean, we can play that semantics game. I'm currently, what looks like to me, offering you a silver platter here. The actual guy that you need to collar is in that other room.
So I will also say they have been, I have previously also arrested them for another scene where they were together on things.
So, have you ever seen the movie Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah, I'm aware of it.
Okay, so over there, dumb. Over there, dumber. He didn't plan anything. He didn't do anything.
So you were saying that... So what I was going to go through was that he was still in the vehicle, the stolen vehicle.
+1, 1076, back to MRPD with 195.
That is
Did he
the...
in any way show you that he knew that it was stolen? Did he ever utter or say
We're gonna
anything
go to
that would
Harmony
lead you to believe that he knew the origin of the vehicle?
He did not. But I also don't...
He wasn't the driver. I would argue he was not in possession of the vehicle. The driver was in possession of the vehicle, as they were the one in control of where it went. My client was bleeding, I'm assuming, in the passenger seat or in one of the rear seats.
He also said that he did not tell his friend he was bleeding.
From my
because he
understanding,
said
it was made very clear to the driver of the vehicle that he needed to get to the hospital, and the driver instead decided to go to other locations. And then once you showed up, he tried to use my client as an excuse to evade.
Okay, well, let me have a configuration. Let me
John
have a
Smith
talk
was
with
the guy I
my
arrested,
officer
so
here,
because
okay?
that guy came along to the right, had nothing to do with it. I don't know what you want to do with that.
Where am I?
All I was going to hit them was with one withdrawing, then evading.
He said it, dumb and dumber, but if you ask me, stupid and stupider.
Yeah, I know I could get these charges to stick.
Wow.
I need to ask him two more.
Okay.
Knock, knock. Ellie, will you check on David for me? Hello. So are you going to be representing the other person? As that would be a
If the
conflict.
gentleman require, if he needs representation, there's nobody else. He'd have to waive my conflict, though. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
If Harry here gives a statement, that would be complete conflict within all of that.
Yeah, I'm aware. The only way he would be able to acquire me as a lawyer is if he waived said conflict. He has the ability as the client to waive that conflict. If we had to take it to court, then a judge would need to waive that conflict. The only two people who can waive conflict are the client and the judiciary, so...
So Harry would have to waive that conflict.
No. The other client. After we are complete here with Harry, if the other client would like me to represent him, I'm willing to, but he needs to waive the conflict of the situation that happened in this year's room. Harry has no conflict with me right now, as I am only currently operating to represent.
But if Harry gives a statement and you are aware of that statement and it conflicts directly, because they'll both be your clients at that point.
Yes, I'm aware. That is why the second client would have to waive the conflict. The information that he is providing during his statement will not conflict me to his case. So I would not need Harry's permission for conflict. I would only need the second client's permission.
Okay.
It's like a technical priority type thing, right?
Pretty much. The technical
Also,
priority
Novak,
here is that you said you wanted a lawyer
David
first, so I'm
wants,
representing
and
you
he's
first.
very persistent about a bench trial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to teach.
Well, I'm going to tell you that the other client
is
is also requesting other things, so...
Basically
That's a very
evading
broad
a
scope. Is he
potential
requesting a
robbery.
sandwich or is he requesting like
A bench
life
trial.
partner? Oh, I mean, I'm totally comfortable with taking things to trial as well if need be.
What was his justification for wanting a
If I
bench
go in
trial?
there and he starts lying to me, I will recuse myself.
Because I'm a quad, it's my right.
Because then he creates moral issues on my end and
What,
ethical
evade?
issues, not conflicts, but ethical issues that would be
It is, it's fine.
counterintuitive to the best interest of himself as well as, you know, me maintaining my bar license. So, believe you me, I've had the opportunity to navigate this quite a bit. I don't know if you're familiar, Novak, but we've worked together quite a bit before.
I just want to verify a few things. I do have questions, because you've told me about the gun. You told me about the vehicle. There was also on there illegal currency. Stolen money.
If you want answers to questions, we should talk about the possibility of negotiation here. Hold on, don't answer anything, Harry. So the thing is that my client is willing to participate, but like I said, he is worried about being caught up in these same charges. He would want an assurance of immunity in this situation.
Okay. If Harry can give me a full statement, I will confiscate the items of the pistol, the coat cleave, and the dirty money, but he would have to give me a written statement.
But he walks out of here.
He walks out of here.
Okay. Could it be dictated?
No, because you know as well as I do that written word with his signature on it is going to be much more powerful than a dictator.
Well, what I'm saying is that we dictate the document and then he signs at the bottom.
I can't write. Or read.
But he can speak.
Yeah.
And I would be willing to attest as a witness as well as my paralegal to the fact that he spoke those words, they were dictated as spoken, and then he confirmed it with the signature at the bottom.
So how about this? Considering you are, by the law, you are his legal representative, right?
That is
How about
currently
you
the case,
write
yeah.
How about you write his statement, and you actually address that you are doing it in the representation of your client that is not able to read or write, and you can actually make both you and him write mark the document either with an X or a proper signature.
Yeah, that was exactly where I was going with dictation. We're on the same page. I like it.
So it would be signed under your name, but he would basically have his X on there as well.
Yeah, he would sign, and then I would sign as his counsel and witness to the statement being true of fact.
Okay, if you want guys to write that, he can walk out of here
71 going 42.
with that. But the
King, did you do that thing?
this piece of paper just.
Yeah, there's a document. Yeah, you can literally write, piece of paper, write a document that you can then give it to Novak.
We have those papers there for people. We'll give you some space to write it for the moment.
Okay. I like being this high up.
All right, but yeah, Mr. Lance wants a bench trial.
Okay, this gun doesn't come back to David Lance. We didn't find it on David Lance. It's word against word. It's not going to stick. It's joyriding and evading, because I do have the license plate.
Okay, you want me to contact a justice?
Yep.
If I can? Okay.
Sounds like there's a fun time down here.
Would you tell David his charges are joyriding and evading?
Sure thing.
Thank you.
He still wants a cell trial.
Hey, what's up?
David Lance wants a cell trial for joyriding and evading.
So, actually, what I want to talk about is this lawyer. I'm just whispering, by the way. This lawyer is saying that he can represent Harry and he can
Right.
represent David. Harry is going to write a statement that testifies against David. And he's saying, well, as long as David waives the conflict, he can represent David. I don't think that's true.
Conflict of interest. Conflict of interest is funny ground. That would be something that it would be probably best for a judge to decide, because at the end of the day, we have somewhat of a conflict in everything that we do. If somebody shoots you and you're charging them 20 minutes later, that's
Yeah,
a conflict.
but my issue was that he would say David needs to waive the conflict, not Harry, David.
Yeah, I'd say that would be a Harry thing.
Yeah, that's my thought. That should be a Harry thing. That shouldn't be a David thing. If Harry can waive the conflict...
Have we requested a judge yet?
Ellie was gonna... Ellie was calling one, you said?
Yeah.
Ellie was calling one.
She was gonna.
Yeah, because she put him in cuffs, but... He's literally getting charged with evading and joyriding, but I can request one. Hold on.
Hold on, I'll go see if she has, because she's just outside.
Spicy time.
Okay, Forrester's on the way. What's this lawyer's name?
I don't know, because he turned up he was at the hospital. He turned up, he told Harry, do you want representation, whilst they were in cuffs. I didn't hear that, and then he suddenly came out and was right next to Harry, and I was kind of like, who are you? Oh, I'm his lawyer. I hadn't even read his rights or done medical at that point.
4-3 radio check.
It was...
Did you confirm he is a lawyer?
Yes, I have confirmed he is a lawyer.
4-3 plus 8, 1,
Okay.
2, Foreman. 4-3
Right.
plus 1.
Because he was the one who wanted
yeah,
the word
Ellie-
line.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Ellie told me that Forrester's on the way, so...
You wanna know a fun fact, Captain?
Is it going to give me a headache?
No.
Sure.
Justice Forrester is the one who taught me everything I know.
Same?
Is a
Yeah, he's
judge
my
on the
mentor.
way, you said?
Yeah. He's
Okay.
actually upstairs. I'm gonna go grab him.
That would be a good question
Alright.
to ask Forrester. Well,
That would be probably a him, yeah. Because it does seem like it would be something that Harry would have to waive, given that he's the one testifying.
Yep.
Not a Lance thing.
Yeah, that's my thing. I think that should definitely be a Harry thing, and that's where my question is. That Harry can waive that conflict.
Oh, I see Lance in the other room there. So there's two lawyers in there?
Paralegal and lawyer.
Right, okay.
Honestly, to deal with David Lance and Harry Manson is a nightmare.
Not as much of a nightmare as it was dealing with Richard Wayne. Again, and again, and again.
And again, and again, and again.
And again.
Okay, Simo.
And again.
Here comes Forrester. And Savannah. I had to think about who that was then.
Should I wait for the lawyers to come out, or should I ask
No,
now?
Forrester, we have an ethical problem. Before we get to the thing.
I have a lawyer in here who... There's two clients. The client you've been called down for is waiting for a bench trial. He is there's no other representation apart from the lawyer in the cell, in the interrogation room with Harry Manson. Harry Manson is testifying against David Lance. The lawyer informed me that he could represent David Lance if David Lance waived the conflict of Harry Manson. Now, my thought process was that it should be Harry who waives the conflict, not David.
Okay. Okay, so he's representing both clients. Who's the victim here? Like, what is...
It's off a joyriding and evading charge.
You have this handled. I'm gonna head out.
Okay, well,
Always nice.
let me hear the case, and then I'll make my decision, because I'm confused as to...
It's just that the lawyer wants to go and represent David as the only other lawyer around right now. But he's saying that he can represent David as long as David waives the conflict.
Are the two cases related at all?
Yes. And Harry is testifying against David.
Okay, I mean, both of them should waive it, right? Like, if Harry wants to testify, they should both be okay with that.
Okay, so it should be both of them.
Yeah.
I think that might just need a little bit more kind of...
He's representing both clients, and both clients need to be okay with him representing him, right? So...
And both clients need to be okay with the conflict between both of them.
So am I here for a trial for both?
No, you're just here for a trial for David Lance. We're just waiting for Harry to finish. Ellie, did David want representation?
He said that when I asked him if he needed he needed a lawyer, he said, my lawyer is standing in the next room.
So that's the one with Harry currently. So we're having to wait to finish with Harry before we can move on to David.
But yeah, the moment he was put inside the vehicle, first thing he started repeating was, bench trial, bench trial, bench trial.
Let's not discuss things of the case until both parties are present.
Oh yeah, no, that's the only thing that I wanted to explain, that he started repeating bench trial the moment he was put in the car. That's what he said.
Let's... How about you go get the lawyer so we can get this sorted, because Mr. Lance shouldn't...
Okay, so we do need to also to ask Harry whether he's okay with the waiving with the conflict. Okay. How? Knock, knock, knock. Hello.
Your timing is impeccable. I have just signed and submitted the document for your review.
Okay. Could you show me that? So you go into your documents. Go to your documents, and then you're going to your issued documents, and then you're going to copy it over to me. You need to copy it over to me rather than show it.
Oh, gotcha. My bad.
Thank you. So just
and then you'll see at the bottom there, you've got his signature and then my signature, along with a statement conferring what it actually is that was done with this statement.
Okay, just
as
clarification. Just as a quick kind of thing, we do need to make sure that Harry is okay with the conflict and can waive the conflict, as it's his statement against David's.
If it makes you more comfortable, certainly we can do that. Hey, Harry.
Oh, yeah.
Would it be all right with you if once we're done and you've been walked out of here, if I represent your fellow?
Sure.
All right. And you do understand that because you've written this statement, it is a mild conflict and you are okay waiving that, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
More comfortable now?
Yes.
Certainly. It's all right.
Okay, so let me get somebody to take Harry out.
You need an escort for
Yeah.
Harry over here?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna
I'll
put some
take
stuff back on him. He's not getting the items that we have previously discussed. But you
bet
will
you
be
were
getting
not expecting this when you were having your coffee this morning, huh?
all of that. Okay.
Oh, I never know what I'm
Yay.
going to get.
Yeah.
Thank you,
I never
Ellie.
know when the case is going to show up.
Yeah. Oh, wait, hold
Okay.
on. I think I locked the door behind me. There we go.
You'll have to uncuff him
Hello,
from the
Your
table.
Honor.
Okay, let's head on in here. David.
Yeah.
This is Hugo.
Great.
So, David, before we get going with things, I just want to make something abundantly clear here. I did just represent Harry. Harry was released, and just because of the situation that you were both involved in the same circumstances, and considering the way that Harry is pled, I need you to be aware that there is a possible conflict with me representing you. You have the ability to waive
perfectly
this.
fine. I'm perfectly
All right.
Well, let's run it.
All right, Your Honor, I also wish to make you aware of it as well, as the client and the judge are the only two people who can waive conflict.
That is fine. I will hear the
Thank
case.
you.
Okay. Just to set some
wait.
ground rule. Huh?
Where's my paralegal?
I got hungry.
Did we lose him? This is important learning.
Curious.
There he is. Come on.
You ate his paralegal?
Yeah, I got hungry.
Did you at least say "get in my belly" before you did it?
Nope.
Don't worry, I'll make more.
All right. So, establish a few ground rules before this begins. All right. This is a cell trial. It is a more informal trial. I will give the prosecution time to talk. I would expect you to give them that time to talk, and then you will have time to talk. At which point in time, any and all evidence, I would be reviewing that. Mr. Lance can testify if he wishes. If he chooses to testify, the officers can question him on what he testifies to, and if he refuses to answer questions, it will strike his testimony. Are we okay with that?
Yes. May I request one thing, Your Honor?
What's that?
I have not had the opportunity as of yet to ascertain my client's priorities or the specific reason why he wishes to seek a trial. May I have 2 to 5 minutes to just have a quick discussion with him and understand his perspective on this whole situation?
Sure.
Alone.
Yes, that was implied, sir.
I apologize, Your Honor. I realize there's a lot of back and forth.
I just work here.
And I'm here because of him.
You're looking very heroic at the moment.
I am a proud former cadet being taken under the wing of the one and only Paul Forrester. And I wear that like a badge of honor. Oh yeah, Langley.
Wait, hang on. Let me try to do that pose. That's how you do that, right?
No, I'm a superhero. I feel like a superhero.
I think I got this right.
But yeah, if you wanna show appreciation or any sort of complaints on why I'm wearing a uniform, this is the guy to blame.
Blame Forrester for witch hunt club.
No, that's my mom.
For the record, Your Honor, that was a joke.
No, my mom is the one to blame for the chancla. I got that from my mama. Also, Paul, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
How does someone go about
Hold
taking
on.
the bar exam?
Wait, hold on. We're gonna talk out here real quick. Hold on.
Okay, I would
So-
usually prefer to talk in front of your client, but
Yeah, but the issue is at this juncture, I'm actually going to have to recuse myself. He has openly stated that he's only doing this to waste time.
okay. Well,
He's doing this as a deliberate targeted attack on you, Trooper Novak, and he is trying to make you all second guess and waste everybody's time.
you have every right to do that. Thank you, Counselor.
Yes, you are. I do apologize. I wish we could have taken this further. I do, but I can't do it in good conscience.
All right. All right, let's get this underway.
Why am I not surprised?
Okay, Mr. Lance, this time your attorney has recused himself. You wish to continue these proceedings representing yourself?
Yep, I'd like to conduct per se.
Okay, let's get things started. First off, you are aware that you are hereby waiving your right to a public trial with the cell trap, correct?
Am I still able to conduct appeals?
You could appeal it on the docket, but that would be a lengthy process, yes.
Okay, well, that's perfectly fine with me.
Okay. Trooper Novak, what are the charges?
Joyriding and evading.
Okay, on the charge of joyriding, how do you plead, Mr. Lance?
Guilty on that one.
On the charge of evading, how do you wish to plead?
Not guilty.
Not guilty. So we are contesting the one charge of evading. All right.
Yep.
Trooper Novak, please give me your narrative as to the probable cause for the arrest on evading.
I responded to a store alarm up on Sonora Freeway, where upon arrival I saw a red four-door with Harry Manson in the seats. David Lance came running out of the store as I engaged with Harry Manson. He got into the car. He was told stop. He continued to go down. He said that he needed to take Harry to the hospital. He fled down the Sonora Freeway in order to evade, to get Harry to the hospital, which is where he went to. He went to... as he was going down, he ran into Trooper LaCroix's car and continued to flee down. He was chased with lights and sirens by Trooper LaCroix, where he got to pillbox. He got out and put his hands up. Harry came over to myself and was placed in cuffs by myself.
Okay, so clarifying question. Sounds like this was a very short vehicle pursuit, at which point you stopped, got out, and surrendered, correct?
He went from the Sonora Freeway gas station, which is next to Sandy, just south of the U-Tool, and he went down to Pillbox.
Okay. Is there anything else you wish to add?
Not at this... No, Your Honor.
There's, Your Honor, that's something that I wish to add that may be of relevance to the case.
Okay, you were on scene. Go ahead.
while they were both Mr. Lance and the other suspect were moved into the interrogation room, the name of Trooper Novak was put on the mix. And the other, while they were walking right next to the other suspect stated as a spontaneous utterance without any sort of questioning of any sort, and I quote, Trooper Novak, the one you actively evaded from, to which Mr. Lance replied, stop talking, they just stop talking.
Yeah. I did say do not respond to the question. Stop talking, stop talking. Upon them asking me a question after having been Mirandized. Yes, I will admit to that. I gave a non-answer of non-compliance, pleading, essentially, I was at that time pleading the fifth, which was my right, because I had not yet spoken with my lawyer.
That is, in fact, you're right. Okay, so Mr. Lance, please state your case as to why you were not evading.
Evading is the intention to evade or to flee. I made it abundantly clear to the officer where I was going, why I was going there. At no point did they mention that they were going to instead suggest that I call medical, or that I should stop and call medical. They just essentially, they did not, they made it, their understanding or their absence of a rejection was essentially my motive to both that and the preservation of Harry's life, to bring Harry to the hospital. And I made it very clear before I even got into the vehicle that I was heading to Pillbox Medical. I'm going to drop Harry off, and I said, and I quote, then we can do whatever you want, traffic stop, question, any of that. That was what I said. So no, I did not have an intention to flee the scene. My intention was to deliver Harry to the hospital as he was in immediate need of medical attention, not to evade or flee from a traffic stop.
Okay, clarifying question, as none of that was mentioned before. Trooper Novak, did David Lance state that he was attempting to get his friend to the hospital for medical treatment?
Yes, Your Honor. I also wish to just bring to light the statement given by Harry Manson.
Okay, is that attached to an incident that I
That is attached to an incident. It's 1723.
Does it have something to do with my evading?
Yes.
I will read the statement out to you since you don't have access to it. Oh, okay, I think I somehow deleted it. Do you still have it? What the heck?
Do you need me to put it back in, Your Honor?
Yes, I don't know how that should not be that easily deleted.
Okay, exit the report, Your Honor. You should be able to go back in and see it.
What was the number again?
1723. I can read the statement if you wish, Your Honor.
No, I'll read it. Okay, this is a statement from Hugo Potesta, representing Harry Munson. Hugo wrote the letter, Harry Munson gave the statement, and Mr. Potesta took it, acting as his lawyer. David was selling cars to people, and he showed up with his red car, and he accidentally hit me with it. I got a boo-boo on my left leg, and I said, David, please take me to the hospital. I think I'm dying. And he said, okay, Harry, I gotta make a few stops first. Then we went to the hardware store, and then the store. David went into the store. I stayed in the car like a good Harry. And then Officer Novak showed up on her motorcycle. I said, hello, officer, and she said, hello, Harry. Then David walked out of the store and said, I gotta take Harry to the hospital. He's dying. He's dying. He's dying. Then Officer Novak said, we can call Harry an ambulance. And then David got into the car and drove away. I was just looking out the window and I said, David, I think you might be fleeing from the police. And he said, no, no, no. Then we rammed into a police officer and it hurt a lot. The chase continued up until we got to the hospital, where I suspect that David planted some items on me because he knew he would be searched. The statement was written by Hugo Potesta on behalf of his client, Harry Manson. It was dictated directly by the client and read back before signed, Harry Munson.
Okay. 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 So both Harry and the officer heard me say, I am going to Pillbox to deliver Harry to Pillbox. Just to clarify, they both heard that, correct? According to Harry's statement and you asking Novak the question earlier. They both testify to hearing my intentions of getting into that motor vehicle. Is that correct, Your Honor?
Would you assess to that, Trooper?
I did also hear that. However, I also wish to point out that it was mentioned to call an ambulance, and I did also mention about telling them to stop.
There was no mention of either of that.
I mentioned that in my statement.
If there was, I was too busy screaming, oh my God, Harry, oh my God, there's so much blood in the car, oh my God, oh my God. So.
Okay.
So my intentions were made very clear. Both the officer and Harry, both witnesses, have testified that they have heard my intentions. At no point did I skew off course from the gas station to the hospital, and upon arrival at the hospital, I did not attempt to flee. I immediately complied with officers, and this entire time I have complied with officers, showing little to no intention of fleeing, which is qualified in order to evade.
Also, Your Honor, may I also add something up that is also kind of like adds up to the narrative of this particular scenario?
Yeah.
During the chase in which I took the role of the primary unit, being the one closest, and I also make sure that I was talking to the top of my voice, I ordered multiple times the vehicle to stop, and they refused to listen to my indications / lawful orders to try to make them stop the vehicle. They kept driving. They even at a certain instance they even rammed into me.
So at what point does that mean I was fleeing from you?
That would be for His Honor to decide on that one.
Okay, I'm just curious.
Okay. Do you have anything that you would like to ask Mr. Lance based on his testimony?
At any time, did you request did you contact medical for help for Harry?
No, Harry said that he didn't feel good, so when I got out of the car to pee on our way to the hospital, I, on arrival back to the car, seeing the condition that Harry was in, I immediately made the decision that there was no time to wait for somebody to hop in an ambulance and drive all the way out to Sandy in order to tend to 99-year-old Harry Manson, who was bleeding out in the vehicle. So instead, I communicated to the officer, that my intentions and my destination were as such Box Medical, and at no point did I stray off of that course. The officer that was parked parallel in the freeway did move their car upon me trying to avoid colliding with their vehicle. They accelerated forward into the path that I attempted to take, which was just simply overtaking into the next lane. in the road, and I did strike that vehicle, and then I made my way all the way to Pillbox.
Your Honor, just to clarify, am I, because I was part of the scene, am I allowed to also ask a question?
I will allow one question.
Okay, I have a question. If you were in such a state of urgency, in such a distress, and concern on the life of your friend, as stated, that happens to be an elderly guy, if you were in such an urgency, why did you make 2 stops before actually going straight to the hospital?
So Harry Manson indicated that he didn't feel well. However, the absolute condition or the severity of his condition was not made abundantly clear to me without being able to assess him, and I was not able to perform that assessment due to me driving a motor vehicle at the time. However, I needed to stop the motor vehicle to urinate, and upon arrival back to the vehicle, when I could perform that assessment, allowing my full attention to be on what is in front of me, not being the road, I was then able to see that Harry's condition was far more severe than I thought it was, and that immediate medical attention needed to happen.
How did you make that assessment?
Given my past as an EMS, I was able to see that Harry was in a state of duress, especially after he said, "Oh my God, David, I need medical. We need to go to the hospital." So both after his declaration of asking for medical assistance, as well as my background in EMS, I was able to make that medical decision or that medical that medical assessment that immediate medical attention needed to happen.
And that statement, you assessed him before you made the statement that he needed to get to the hospital before you got into the car.
No, that's not what I said. I said that he said he wasn't feeling good before he got into the car.
But you made the statement to me that you needed to get him to the hospital outside of the car.
Yes,
How did you make that
I had left
assessment?
the store.
How did you make that assessment when I was standing between you and Harry?
I was standing next to the vehicle with the open passenger, with the open windows, so I could clearly see Harry in his state of distress and pain. That was how I was able to make that assessment. Harry was not in said condition when I got out of the car to urinate.
No more questions, Your Honor, from me.
Okay, let's not go around in circles here. So, I just have a couple last clarifying questions. When he got out of the vehicle, Trooper, did he immediately place his hands up and surrender?
Considering I was the one who put him in cuffs, yes. I actually had to tell him to get out of the vehicle and put his hands up, but he immediately complied. Yes, that is correct.
Okay. And since you yourself stated you were a former EMS,
yes.
If you felt that your client or your friend was in such dire need of medical attention, and you were in Sandy Shores, why did you not drive to the medical center in Harmony?
Because my reflex at all times has been to drive to Pillbox Medical. At no time, we have been, at least when I was in EMS, it was frowned upon to deliver a patient to Sandy knowing that there were no doctors there, if you're catching my drift.
Okay.
So that was purely just reflex.
Last other thing, you were a first responder, and
yes,
as such you would realize that officers themselves are considered first responders and are trained to render emergency aid, correct?
Yes, however, I do not trust, this decision was made purely because the primary officer on the scene was Miss Novak. Miss Novak has pressed a facetious or silly charge on me in the past that was not able to stick. So I do not trust her judgment.
Your Honor,
so
that
therefore
objection.
I did not want anything to do with her and Harry because
Okay.
her ability to
Objection
execute
with
her
that one.
primary job is not sufficient in my manner.
That's enough, Mr. Lance.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna step out. I'm gonna review the evidence. I'm gonna read the case file, and then I will make my decision. Can you unlock the door for me?
I got you, Your Honor. Novak.
Let's
Can I have a... Yeah?
let's have a talk after this.
Yeah.
I also need to sort somebody else.
Okay. So, here is the facts here. Alright. You are not disputing the fact that you were in a stolen vehicle.
Oh.
So therefore, you are pleading guilty to the joyriding.
Yep.
You stated that you were doing your best to get your client the medical attention that he needed. Therefore, you are offering an affirmative defense that your evading from the police was legal because Mr. Munson needed medical attention. However, myself being a former first responder knows that officers are in fact trained to render that immediate need on the scene, and you're removing Mr. Munson from the scene away from first responders, in fact, could have endangered Mr. Munson's life. And personally, I feel the correct charge here would have been reckless endangerment, because you very much could have put Mr. Munson's life in danger.
I agree.
Police properly identified with lights and sirens informing you to stop. They attempted to stop you multiple times in order to get Mr. Munson the medical care that he needed. Therefore, I find you guilty of 1 count of joyriding and 1 count of evading.
Okay.
This is filed without prejudice. You can appeal if you wish.
Okay. We'll be doing that.
Early, it's incident 1723.
1723, you got it.
Yeah, this is the items that are leading back to him. Sorry, give me a moment, Your Honor.
Did somebody hand me a knife?
Yeah,
oh, yeah, sorry.
That's Novak by accident.
Yeah, that's mine.
Yeah, you'll get it back.
Here.
You probably don't want to be touching that.
Thank you.
Don't
Okay.
worry, I used to be a very well-trained doctor and a former senior paramedic. I have such worse things.
I was talking to the judge.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm also in the room too. My bad. You know? As a matter of fact, there's 4 people in the room right now, so the confusion is valid.
This way, Your Honor.
For the record, as I stated in my ruling, I feel the charge was actually undercharged. You gave him a lesser charge than what he probably should have actually been charged with.
I also wish to inform that actually it's probably a thing I need to talk with my sergeant about before I bring it to you, Your Honor, because of a statement that was made within that trial that was not true, but I need to bring that up with my sergeant.
Yeah. Alright, thank you.
Novak.
Yeah.
You can
Can
just
you do
let
me a
us out
favor?
the
Can you-
doors here and we'll be out.
Can you text me the incident number?
Yeah.
I can remember names and letters, but I cannot remember numbers, so it for me.
Langley, are you able to take the honors out quickly?
Yeah.
Thank you. So apparently that whole bench trial was because he wanted to waste my time. He apparently has a thing against me because of the chat files that I charged against him for the shooting of Baby Matthews.
I do not remember that.
No, because it was nearly a month ago. It's 2 days off 30 days. Also wanted to point out that he said within that statement that the charges against him were dismissed in that thing, which they haven't been. He hasn't taken them to court. They've not been dismissed. They're still on his record.
Yeah, so it's just...
So he perjured himself within this bench trial.
Yeah. I mean, if the justice, then who's the justice involved?
Forrester, I wanted to talk to you before I told Forrester that was... I did try and do an objection to try and get that to stop so I could bring that up, but I didn't get an opportunity to be able to speak on that because I was trying to be respectful.
You can always speak to the justice. I mean, he's usually very receptive, especially Forrester. I wouldn't... Excuse me.
It's not going to
I wouldn't go up
straight
I wouldn't go up straight accusing of not anything. I would just let him know that he did say something like that. If anything, I'd probably get with the AG first.
I'm never around with the AG, I don't feel like.
Yeah. Listen, the thing with David Lance is that's exactly why I try to stay away from him as much as possible. He's just he'll find a cop or he'll choose multiple cops just to harass because he likes it. That's just his whole shtick. He likes to be kind of a moron. And that he finds pleasure doing it, and then we're like the other side is just getting a fucking annoyance from it. I feel like sometimes he knows and he just does it on purpose, right? So I just honestly let him get his way sometimes. I let him think like he's winning there. I'll give him like maybe 20-30%. I'm like, hey, go for it.
I let Ali process him.
Okay.
But yeah, apparently.
Matching fire with fire. That's good.
He has a thing against me. I'm never around where the AG is, so I can mention to Forrester that the statement made within that was factually untrue, and let Forrester just understand that because he would have been witness to that anyway.
You can always let him know. He's usually very receptive. I mean, this is the thing we do, right? I mean, this is a job, right? We're always going to deal with people that are fucking morons. So, especially the ones that are going to target you for no reason. So. But in any event that you don't feel confident, excuse me. In any event that you don't feel comfortable dealing with Lance, obviously pass him along to somebody else, which you did. So that's so.
Yeah, I just had to
All
do
right.
my full thing. Okay, I will speak to Forrester.
Solid. Yep. I appreciate it. Like.
Thank you. Bye.
So, Novak, how much time, sir, do you want on this count?
This is totally up to you. I'm leaving that one up to you. I need
Okay,
to call
because
the judge.
He's not happy that I'm not giving him full time served, apparently.
Nope, we can't do that.
Yeah?
Okay, I need to call this person. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Yellow.
Hello, Your Honor. It's Atalin.
Hi. I was getting ready to go to bed, and the person that had my ride is unavailable. Give me a ride back. Can we just talk over the phone?
I can give you a ride back, Your Honor, if that works. Whilst I tell you if that works.
I mean, what is it that you need to discuss?
A statement that was made within that bench trial was factually untrue, and I wanted to make you aware of that. I had to talk to my command before I went back to you about it.
Okay. I mean, if you wish to press the charges of perjury, I mean, you can present the evidence. And I don't think I'd be ruling on it right now. What was the facts?
So he made a statement within it that I pressed a fallacious charge against him, a silly charge, which was then dropped. The actual fact is that he's not taken it to court. It's not gone onto the docket. It's still got 2 days left to be able to appeal. However, it has not also been dropped.
Okay. I mean,
it's such a minor thing, but I wanted
it's one of those things that, relevance to the case. I didn't even take that into consideration.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to.
Thing.
I was trying to object because it wasn't relevant to this case at all.
I mean, then I think probably he has the right to say that he thinks it's fictitious or felonious. All he wishes that it is what it is. But I would probably sustain the objection, honestly. But right now, I don't think I'm going to be ruling on a perjury charge. So
that's absolutely fine. I just wanted to make you aware of that.
If he does appeal the court charge, however, and you guys wish to add the charge, then we can go from there.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. I wanted to just make you aware of that, as obviously it's a pretty big thing to say something like that.
Yep. It is. If it was actual court, I would be harder on perjury, but, cell trials, he's also representing himself, and it's an informal thing, so I give people a little bit more leeway in there.
Certainly, Your Honor. And honestly, like I said, I just wanted to make you aware that that statement was made, and that it was, where you wish to go from there.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Bye. Hi, just so that you know, I spoke to Forrester. He said he's not going to roll on a perjury charge now, but if David decides to take it to court to appeal it, perjury can be tacked onto the onto the docket, because he did make the statement that the charge had been dropped, and it's really not been dropped.
Okay. That's good.
I've not even had I've not had any conversation with the DA's office about it.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, sounds good. Probably just reach out to the attorney's office if you get a chance to. If you do end up crossing paths with them, if you don't, well, that's all. I haven't even seen the AG in a while, so.
I might just talk to Bucky about it.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Bucky's a court guy, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I completely forgot about that. You can just talk to Bucky.
Yeah, I think I'll talk to Bucky about it because I'm more likely to cross with him in paths. And
Yeah.
like I said, the thing hasn't even gone up on the docket to say for David to appeal it. So
David usually just talks out of his ass.
I'm aware, and
sorry, I'm writing somebody to take it. Well, Maggie's writing somebody to take it.
I just, yeah. What do I do with David Lance?
Say again?
What do I do with David Lance on all of this?
What do you mean on all of this?
Well, if he's going to deliberately try and do it to make my life harder, do you advise I just pass him off to somebody else whenever possible?
Yeah. I mean, listen, if you don't feel comfortable dealing with the guy, now, it looks to me that he's just straight up targeting you.
He said that to the lawyer as well.
Right. I mean, if he's blatantly saying something like that, I feel that that's something that, you know, as cops we usually deal with, right? But if you yourself personally do not feel comfortable dealing with David Lance because you feel it's too much to deal with and that guy's a fucking moron, I'd just pass him.
If he was more, like, considerate and things like that and he wasn't doing things to deliberately waste time...
Yeah. I see.
I would feel more comfortable, but he's deliberately doing it in order to waste time, as testified by the lawyer.
Yeah. Honestly, if you feel that way, just pass him along to somebody else.
He also asked Ellie for a full-time served, by the way.
Yeah, well, no, he can suck, you know, my fucking cock if he wants to do that.
I told Ellie that she has complete discretion over it, but yeah, I took all of 30 of his lockpicks off as well.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna help Maggie out with this traffic ticket. I don't know, she's having some issues. So.
Okay,
Right,
thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Hello?
Hi. Okay, I'm gonna go and spin the wheel at the casino. Then I'll come on over and get keys and I will crash out on your floor. Is there a place I can park my car nearby? Or does the place come with a garage?
The place comes with a garage, so once you have keys, you can park it in the garage.
Yay! Okay. I just had to deal with David Lance.
You know, I've never actually had to deal with him that many times.
He's an ass. Apparently he was doing a bench trial in order to deliberately cause me to... in order to deliberately waste my time. Particularly me.
Did you tell the judge that?
It was said in front of the judge by the lawyer. The lawyer said, I'm not representing him because of what he said.
Oh.
So the judge heard that. But I'm just going to pass him on whenever I can now, because I can't. If he's just going to do that to waste my time and take away resources from the city, he can have somebody else, and they're about 300 times more. I'm going to give him to the harder one to cop.
You'll give them to the hard asses so they don't give up any of the charge.
Yep. He also lied to the judge, by the way. You remember, so I gave him a charge for aggravated battery, I believe, or aggravated assault, aggravated battery. He then told the judge that that charge was silly, it was fallacious, it was dropped. He has 2 more days to be able to appeal it. It's not gone on the docket. It's not been dropped. It's still on his record. So he lied out of his ass to the judge, And when I talked to the judge, he said, if it goes to court, you can tack on perjury on the end of that, because that is a statement that was perjured. And it shows his intent to be the biggest pain in the ass. Apparently other officers don't like dealing with him either. Like, Zemo has said that he doesn't like dealing with him. Like, David will target officers, and he's targeting me because I got his weapons license removed. So I'm going to talk to Bucky when I next see him, because... But yeah, he claimed that he was going to... He was evading from a store, and he claimed that he... Yeah. It wasn't good. Wasn't good at all. And I think he's just talked himself out of a lawyer. Permanently.
Well, that is that lawyer's right.
Mm-hmm. So I'm waiting the next 2 days to see if it goes up on the docket for the charge that happened on the 19th of April. May I add, the 19th.
Mm-hmm.
So it needs to be seen in the next 48 hours. Or rather, in the next 72. So, we'll see. I haven't had anything back from his lawyer, who I said I'd work with, but... Yeah, it wasn't... I don't know. Why are some people asses?
What took you so long?
Because we'd be out of a job if people weren't asses.
True. I can't deny him a bench trial, though. Oh, that bush has been there because it has never been removed.
You're gonna
from
win
the
big at the casino?
No, I only got $5,000. You know the other thing I could do for him? I undercharged him on this, but I could have easily... Like, there were more I could have charged him with. I'm not going to, but... Because it's not my nature, but he doesn't know that. Right, where is your house? You're right on the edge. How have... You the pink house? No. Yes.
No.
No. No, which house are you?
Oh, maybe it's pink. It's kind of Oh, stop.
Yeah, it's pink.
Okay, it's pink.
Do you own this whole thing?
It's a condo, not a house.
Hi.
Hi.
Hold on. Oh, okay. So much green and space. Space. You putting a fridge in there?
I plan on it, yes, eventually. You gonna go park your car?
Yes.
You may have to sit in your car again and then...
Do I sit in it and then come up to the door here?
Well, usually you don't have to sit into it every time. You just have to come from your car, come to the door, and then put it away at the door.
Ah, I can't put it away.
You can't?
Let me see if I can bring it if it's because it's not so close.
It's because the door was locked.
Oh, was it?
Yes, you have to unlock the door.
Ha! You got a Raiden?
Yes, that's my Raiden.
And a tailgater?
No, that's Rachel's.
Oh, you're showing it with Rachel?
There's plenty of room to go around.
True.
Plus, you and Chris need to get your own place, don't you?
Yeah, I'm looking at, perhaps the ones on Wispy Man Drive, or...
You're going for the big ones?
I have 492,000.
I know.
I might as well have a go. I won't go all the way to Polito. Although I could go all the way to Polito. I might go all the way to Polito. Polito's pretty. But there's lots of houses, which is always good. I'm either going to go for Hillcrest or Wispy Mound. Or Polito, one of those places. Heck no, am I going to Nicola Place. Those kids drive me up the wall but already. I don't need them to drive me up the wall even more. I wish there was a way we could see what the apartments are like the apartments are like inside.
Yeah, I get you.
Because in all honesty, I might go for an apartment if I knew what it was like inside.
I almost went for an apartment until I saw the canals had some spots. And I was like, I kind of want to live in the canals. And I don't need flashy. By the way, when you pull out your car, it's gonna show up there. That's why I put the garage.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. I don't know why I'm looking the entity. Which reminds me, I need to finish that.
Alright, I'm gonna go get shot on duty.
Don't do that! Don't get shot on duty!
I'll try my best.
I mean, they're really nice and light, and yeah. I like the fact that the door is gone on this, because it makes it so much easier to go back in. I suppose you could make another bedroom out of this one. Like, put a wall here. And then kind of a half wall up to here. So the entranceway then becomes this little bit, and you have a nice bedroom in here. Possibilities. And the bedroom over there. Either way, I'm going to send you off to someone. Who am I sending you off to? Send you off to... Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you to Shining for the follow, Shaggy for the raid. Thank you for coming. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.